wider after 1966 into 1967, and it's not possible to change that even with surgery to make your mouth actually wider like that. You can inflate your lips and make them puffed out, but you can't actually widen them. So that was another. And another was the nose, something called the nasal spine. That is the line between your two nostrils. If you look at pictures before, if you look at Paul before 1967, 1966, he does not have this this dip that you can see in later pictures, and that is something that you can't change with surgery either. Then they saw with the ear, there's a part of the cartilage of the ear called the tragus, and they said that that is something you can't change with surgery, and there were differences in Paul before 1967 and after. And they actually said they saw some prosthetics, what they thought were prosthetic ears in the 90s. And another one was the teeth and the palate. They said that before 67, the palate was small, and the teeth, there was one canine that was kind of twisted. And after 66 and into 1967, the palate became much wider, and that canine didn't have that same rotation that you saw before. And they said although this would be possible to change the palate, it would require extensive surgery, prosthetics, inserts, something like a headgear on him for like a year to stretch it out, and obviously that didn't happen. So these are the forensic experts saying, well, why would he do that? It didn't impact his singing career, so it points strongly at a replacement. So those were the forensic experts, and some other differences people have seen are that Paul had brown or hazel eyes, and the replacement has green eyes, which you can see in the Strawberry Fields Forever video and also in Full on the Hill. And actually it's interesting in Strawberry Fields Forever because they really zoom in on his eyes, and he opens them really wide, almost daring people to notice his eyes are a different color. And also if you look at the eyebrows, Paul had high arching eyebrows. The replacement has, his eyebrows vary quite a lot actually if you look at different pictures. Sometimes they're kind of straight, and sometimes they're really arched, almost like a I don't know, like a clown almost. It's just kind of ridiculous. But then Paul had a round face, and the replacement has a longer, thinner face, which is something that the Italian experts noticed as well. And then the hair parts on different side of the head. Paul went from left to right, and the replacement went from right to left. We see difference in height. If you compare them to, there's a picture of Paul next to Ringo and a picture of Paul next to Ringo, and it looks like there's about 2.5 inch difference in height. And also a picture compared to Paul's father shows quite a large difference in height. And then you have different shaped feet. Paul was bow-legged. Oh, if you want to see a prosthetic of Bill's ears, well, Paul's ears, people call him Bill. They think his name is William Billy Shears. So anyway, if you want to see a prosthetic, you can look at the video for Mary Had a Little Lamb on YouTube. That's kind of in the beginning. And then also we have difference in handedness. Paul was a very famous left-handed musician, and there are a lot of indications that the replacement is actually naturally right-handed. For instance, if you look on YouTube, you can see a video for the song I Will from the anthology, and it shows him playing right-handed guitar in India, which some people say is flipped, but I see even if it is flipped, it's still a clue because it's an official video that's been put out. So they're telling you something with that. And then you also have Paul was clean-shaven, and Paul had a lot of facial hair, which doesn't in itself prove anything, but it is a distraction, and it hides the face.
I saw one picture that seemed to be that they took an older picture of Paul McCartney and then doctored it up, put a mustache on it, but it seemed like an identical picture.
It Exactly. Yeah, a recycled picture. I know exactly which one you're talking about. It was a picture of Paul from 1966, and it showed up on a 1967 Beatles monthly magazine, but all of the background had been removed, and a very fake-looking mustache had been painted on. But everything else was exactly the same. Oh, they changed, like, the shirt color. But, so, yeah, thanks for bringing that up, because photo tampering has been a big part of keeping this illusion going. You have pictures of Paul where it's half Paul on one side of the face, and then the other half is somebody else. And then you have it vertically and then horizontally. There's one picture that is purported to be from the August 19th, 1966 Memphis interview. It's an official picture, and it's obviously heavily doctored. You have the photo that shows stubble, and if you look at the video that's on YouTube from that interview, he didn't have any stubble that day. It also looks like the eyebrows have been painted on with like a black magic marker. You have very strange V marks in the cheeks, where the cheek line has been broken because the bottom half of somebody else's face has been stuck on there. And yeah, there's some other indications, but they keep the main part of the face Paul's, so it still looks like him, but then they make it look more like the double. So it's sort of a psych out. They train people to see them as the same.
I'm certain that they weren't as concerned back then as they are today with the manipulation, because wasn't quite as savvy an audience, and also we didn't have all the information that we have now. We're coming up on another break. We'll pick this up on the other side, looking into why the CIA might do such things and some of the uses for doubles. Stay tuned. Hello all. Welcome back to the Free Zone. We're looking at the ideas of doubles, doppelgangers, the use of manufactured people, recreations of people to lead agendas that are coming to fruition that might lead to peace and sovereignty of the nation. And then we have these nefarious groups, CIA, NSA, secret societies, bringing in doubles to lead the movement astray. Now, one such person was Michael Jackson. Now, he constantly spoke about the collaboration, the conspiracy to slander him with all of the ideas of him wanting to be white, with him being a pedophile, and he flat out states that this is a conspiracy against him. Now, Michael just was about to come out with his 50-gig show there at the O2 Arena, and one of the songs that he has is "They Don't Care About Us." And the lyrics are, skinhead, deadhead, everybody gone bad, situation, aggravation, everybody allegation, in the suite, on the news, everybody dog food, bang, bang, shot dead, everybody's gone mad. All I want to say is that they don't really care about us. All I want to say is they don't really care about us. Beat me, hate me, you can never break me. Okay, this was what Michael Jackson was about to come out with, trying to tell the public about nefarious dealings, possibly even mentioning the swine flu pandemic as a culling operation, and next thing we know, he's gone. But I'll tell you what, that person that stood out there at the O2 announcement for the "This Is It" promotion did not look like Michael Jackson to me, not one bit. If I ever thought there was a double, there would be a double. What do you think about all of this, Tina, and the use of the NSA and the CIA? What purposes do they have with these doubles, and would you agree with that?